Okay, so I don't get it. Well, maybe I do. Okay, Sam does not believe me that I really want to date her. For real. I mean, what am I supposed to do to convince her?
Well, let's see. You can take her on a hot air balloon ride.
Oh, but he has to take her out for some food poisoning first, right?
You guys are so helpful with your advice. It's so helpful.
Oh, don't mention it.
I advise you to dispense me some more coffee when you come back before I dispense some more wisdom to your boy.
Here in the cafe. Not my fault. You're just super busy. You're Mr. Busy all the time.
Shot, yeah.
Working on a new album?
I am. That's right. Yep. I've been writing the songs and getting ready to get back in the studio and record some of these things.
Cool. So are you going to put together a CD, or are you going to release stuff on the internet like a lot of people are doing that?
Probably just probably won't end up with the hard copy, and probably just record a few songs and get them out there to people and get some feedback and use that to influence what I do after that. Yeah, so try to get on it.
Good. You got the good solid sound, and we like you around here. And speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, we're going to have Mr. Clark Slater perform another song. Real quick, name of the song?
Getting to Know You.
Getting to Know You. Let's give it up for Clark Slater. Yeah. It's the feedback portion of the program where we get to hear from you. And heard from Mike. Mike isn't real happy with us, or not real happy with part of the show. He says, listen, what happened to the His Place song? You think that if they brought Cheers back, they would mess with the opening song, reshoot the video if you want, but the His Place song should have remained the same. Well, listen, Mike, we like the song too. It's a great song, but it was a very 1990s song, and we had this shift because we're going after an audience that is used to a different sound. And so Carolyn Aarons did a great job for us with our new song and our new open. But if you want to hear the song, look for it on hisplace.tv, where you left your feedback and where others can leave their feedback, because we'll be posting it there for all you nostalgia buffs. Mike, thanks for the comment. Looking for that perfect stocking stuffer for Christmas and the perfect way to change the world? Well, we have it for you. For a limited time, we're able to offer our His Place mugs for a donation of $15 or more. Your His Place mug is a double-walled porcelain, so that means it keeps hot things hot and cold things cold without changing the temperature of the outside of the mug. Your donation also means that you are able to help reach Sandy, Bill, Justina, and the tens of thousands of others who are finding their way in Christ because of the His Place program. Supplies are limited, and once the mugs are gone, they're gone. To place your order using a credit card, go to hisplace.tv or call during business hours 412-824-3930. That's hisplace.tv or call during business hours 412-824-3930. To ensure delivery before Christmas, place your order by December 9th. Make a donation, get a mug, change the world, and have a very blessed Christmas.
Your eyes dance with my heart's dream in a perfect circle. Your smile, it speaks to me alone in a wordless whisper. Your true intent, you hide away under cover. Your mystery is here for me to discover. Be step by step as the moments pass. You reveal it. Be one more night, one more kiss, then you will feel it. It's happening every day. Giving myself away, getting to know you. The shadows fill the evening. In a flash of light, your lightning strikes and sends me reeling in my dreams. Tonight we'll be entwined in a silent fury. And your words goodnight remind me that you won't be hurried. Well, on and on, morning comes again, I ache for you. Every day by day I find a way, and I will take you. It's happening every day. Gotta get to you some way, getting to know you. But I wanna make you see your love is meant for me. I will show you. One more day, one more night. You'll never get away from this one, this one, this one. Well, on and on, morning comes again, I ache for you. Be day by day, find a way, then I will take you. It's happening every day. Give myself away, getting to know you. I wanna make you see your love is meant for me. I wanna show you. You're my love, you're my dream. In my heart, you'll always be. You're my love, you're my dream. In my heart, you'll always be. Getting to know you.
Wonder what those three are talking about.
Marcus wants us to get back together, so he's asking them for advice. You can hear everything in this cafe. It's really small.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but I wasn't aware that you two broke up.
I don't think it's going to work out, but Marcus is convinced it is. And honestly, I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, here it is. If you two seem to jump feet first into everything, and you know what? If you want to date, you can go a little more slowly.
I suppose we could.
Or if you're feeling pressure, you know, it's okay to break it off.
I do feel a little pressured. I mean, Marcus and I are friends, and we like each other. I just don't know if we like each other.
I think you guys are going to have to figure that one out for yourselves.
I know. Thanks, Tim. It feels good to get that off my chest.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take my break, and could you do me a favor? I heard Louis back there. He was kind of yelling in French. That generally means there's something bothering him. Could you talk to him and see if you can chill him out?
No problem.
Well, I'm glad you stopped by. I saw the movie, and it seems like it was doing great.
It's doing good.
Good.
It's
Good.
doing
Are you
good.
happy with it?
I am happy with it.
You know,
I have
it's
to say
got to be
it's-
kind of weird to see yourself up on screen. I mean, it's not you, Michelle Monaghan, playing you, but it's got to be kind of weird.
I had to get over it. I had to see the movie like 11 times to get over the me part. But once I got over it, I really liked the movie.
Are you getting the response from it that you thought you would get?
Yes. I think the thing that I liked about, I love to sneak in and just watch the movie and watch people respond to it. One of my favorite things is after the movie, nobody moves. They just sit there. You know how most people jump up and leave? They don't, because they have to sit and process it. Well, then I go outside and I'll stand there and I'll go, so what'd you think of the movie? And I'll talk to them a little bit. And then after I'm done sharing with them, I'll say, oh, by the way, I'm Lynn. And it's like, oh, you're the real Lynn. And then it's like, watching that is really cool. I have fun with that one.
You know, what's funny about the movie is it seems like a number of the Christian media outlets kind of took it to task. But every secular report that I saw was like, this is a great movie, this is powerful, this is moving. Why do you think that was?
Because Sam and I are handling it a different way. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. I think it's because we're not religious, doing it the religious way.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. You and Sam are religious. I'm shocked.
There's not too much religion in us, is there? We're about relationship.
Right. And that's the difference. You're not about, it's not that you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ. It's about real relationship with Jesus Christ. What's the real story behind it for you? I mean, I see Sam all the time, but the real story behind it for you as far as this life, was this a life, I mean, when you came to Christ, and Sam then came to Christ, and you guys were this nice little Christian couple working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, as the Bible says. Did, he was going to do a construction business or whatever. Did you think that this world-renowned ministry would be in the cards, that this is where your life would go?
No, we were just taking one day at a time and trying to get through each struggle. But Sam always said, stick with me, babe, I'll make you famous. But I never knew he literally meant it. But as you know, Sam, but no, we didn't. We were just...
How did you deal with that? I know that you had to personally sacrifice a lot. I mean, there were times, I know, because I know you guys. Mm-hmm. You had to put your house on the line, your vehicles on the line to make...
Marriage.
I mean, I do marriage counseling, and I say, listen, the one thing that two things women want is love and security, and to have your security, to have your home put at risk, your vehicles put at risk, your family, your husband, your marriage put at risk. How did you handle that?
Grace of God, I have to say that, but it made me who I am with God. It taught me to walk with Him. It taught me to trust Him. It taught me about letting self go. And if I had to go through all the trials again to get where I'm at with God, I'd do it again. But something that I learned through all of this was one day I was ready to throw in the towel, and it was like, don't worry about the LRA, honey. They're not going to kill you. I am. It was one of those kind of those days. So I'm being honest, like they all thought it, I just say it. But that's probably why the religious people come against us. Huh? They think it and we say it. But one day I was ready to give up, and Sam was walking through the parking lot on the phone as usual. And so I was telling God, you could make this look like an accident. I was telling God how to handle all the situations. And the Lord spoke to me and He said, but Lynn, you aren't standing in the gap for Sam. You're standing in the gap for nations, because Sam will touch nations. But you're the one standing in the gap for the nations. And that really hit me. And it was like, so no matter what I went through, I had to keep reminding myself of why I was in this. And it was like, there's a lot of people out there that need Christ, and I'm standing in the gap, so be it. So.
And it's a totally different way. It's not the way that most
The man just doesn't know how to win a woman's heart.
Yeah, it takes a lot of finesse.
I have finesse. What am I doing wrong? I don't get it.
Have you looked in the mirror lately? I mean, look at the way you're dressed.
What?
Pitiful.
I'm at work. This is my uniform.
I see you away from work, remember? And you dress the same, casual. Now I wear my bow tie. I like my appearance.
Walt's right.
Mr. Wiley.
Come on. Look, he's right, all right? You got to do something with the way you dress. And another thing, you talk about yourself way too much. Ask her about herself. Girls love guys that listen to them, all right? Another thing, they like guys who are poetic. And the other thing, you want to whisper sweet nothings to her in her ear.
Yeah, that's right. Pay attention.
Yep.
Don't keep on insisting on the fact that you want to date her. Do it right.
Exactly. The other thing you have to keep in mind, you have to make her think that she's the only woman in the world.
This is some good advice. I can't believe I just said that you two gave me good advice.
Just remember, dress nice, listen to her, and whisper sweet nothings in her ear.
I'm gonna have to take note of this. Dress nice, listen to her, whisper sweet nothings.
Yeah, and if none of that works, throw some money at her. That'll work. Right?
His place.
Honey, check the baby monitor.
She's sleeping.
Hey, Papa,
What? Sophie?
what'd you get Mom?
For what?
For Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
She wants jewelry from Marbles. She wants diamonds.
Well, I was kind of thinking.
Diamonds!
Okay. Shh. Go back to sleep.
This year, give her a gift that everyone knows she will love. From Marville Diamonds and Jewelry in Belle Vernon.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could turn our attention over to the magnificent, the one, the only Clark Slater, here to perform Coming Up Again.
It's been years since I let her go. Let her walk away. And I'm sitting here wasting all my time. Time I should be living for today. In the morning I pick up my head. It takes all I got now to stay all day in bed. Keep on wondering how I need to be. Oh, chase this madness from me. As it goes on and on, living an iron dream, baby, on and on it seems. But I'm just living alone again. I'm not giving up, I'm riding on the wind, and I'm standing on the edge of a change. When I hit the bottom, I'm coming up again. Some days I look back in time, wondering what it was that changed my mind. I keep on looking and I try to see why I chase that love away from me. And it goes on and on, living an iron dream, baby, on and on seems. But I'm just living alone again. I'm not giving up, I'm riding on the wind, and I'm standing on the edge of a change. Hit the bottom, I'm coming up again. I won't let go, I won't let go, I won't let go. No matter what the healing might say, just living alone again. But I won't ever give up till I make it home. I'm standing on the edge of a chain. When I hit the bottom, I'm coming up when I hit the bottom. Coming up when I hit the bottom. I'm coming up again. When you hit the bottom, I'm coming up again. Coming up again.
So, Sam, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Yeah, so you always look nice.
Okay, thank you. It's just my uniform.
I'm listening.
To what? I don't hear anything.
I'm listening to you.
You're acting very strangely.
Hey, you know I can dress better than this, right?
I guess you always dress casually.
Yes, and I can buy new clothes and listen more. Hey, do you like sweet nothings?
I'm not sure.
Sugar pie, honey bunch. I'm a weaker man than this. Can't help myself. I'm a fool for you, you see. What are you laughing at? My sweet nothings for?
That's a song.
Well, I mean, it was the best I can do on the work worry, man. You know what? Forget it. I'm never listening to those two again.
In the movie, Michelle Monaghan played you, and she was this strong woman who kept Sam on the straight and narrow. Is that you?
I like to think so. I'd say, yeah. I think sometimes I did it and he didn't realize it because sometimes the people behind the scene isn't noticed. But it was God that really kept him where he needed to be through me.
What was your conviction, knowing who God is in you and what he's done for you? With that in mind, you said that when you were praying for Sam, that God was saying, listen, you're interceding for nations. You're standing in the gap for nations. Most people would be happy with impacting Uganda and Sudan, two countries, impacting the United States with the movie, The Machine Gun Preacher. But is there more on your heart? I mean, is there, what's on Lynn's heart? What's the dream?
I would like to see people get a deeper relationship to the point where they'd be willing to take a stand. And that's what the movie's about, taking a stand on what you believe in. But we need to get to that point where we're with God. And I have a desire that I pray, God, give me an anointing that I can teach people and that they can see the passion that I have for him and do whatever it takes to hold on to that. And that's my heart's desire.
Do you think it's something that the way the world is going, that's something that God is looking for in the church?
I think he's looking for the church. He's not looking in the church. He's looking for the church. We've lost the church. You know, we've become organizations. We've become denominations. We've become everything but the church. And that's my heart. I see it. It's sometimes like in my intercessory, because I do a lot of intercessory prayer because of my husband, where he's at, you know. But during that time, I realized that God keeps saying, get the bride ready, get her ready. And I don't think she's ready.
So what's the church? If what we're seeing in the organized structure and things isn't the church, what is the church? What's it supposed to look like?
The bride. She's supposed to be, you know what?
What's that mean in English?
Set apart. Because when the bride comes in, when she walks in the room, she's set apart from everyone else. The world don't see the church that way. We've kind of blended in with the world. And we're in, what do you want to call that? We're in disguise. And I think God's saying, come out and become the bride and be set apart from everyone else. That when you walk in the room, they don't have to ask if you're a Christian. They see the glory of God all over you. And they feel it, they sense it, they know that there's something different about you. get to that point, oh yeah, we can get there, but we're not there yet. That's my heart. And I weep for that, even in my own self. You know, that when I walk in the room, you know there's something different about me, just by sensing the
So
Spirit.
how do we get there? If this is the drive, if this is the passion that God's laying on your heart, how do we get there? How do you can't have that drive without God saying
The Holy
prophetically to
Spirit,
you.
I mean,
how do you get there?
You've got to have that drawing. You've got to want it. You got to keep seeking. And the biggest thing is shut the phones off. Shut the TVs off. Get off Facebook. Jesus isn't on Facebook. I'm sorry, we don't get to that place where we get one-on-one with God. We don't walk in the morning in the cool of the day and seek after Him the way we should. We don't hunger for Him, and that's my passion.
Well, you become like the person that you hang out the most. Whoever you hang with, whoever you're with, you become like that person for good or for evil. Right. You become like that person. And so what I'm hearing you say, I mean, is that the bottom line of what you learned through all the ups and downs with Sam, all the trials, all the life endangering situations that both of you went through, is drawn closer to God that way?
Oh, absolutely. It drove me to that, because I was like, I could either go the world's way or God's way. And it kept me on my face before God. And during that is when I found a passion. I found the one that loves me, the one that don't lie to me, the one that gives me hope for tomorrow. Everything I needed was found in Him. But it wasn't in front of the TV. It wasn't picking up books. It wasn't on the phone with, hey, guess what? Stop listening to the world and listening to everybody else and listen to Him. And that's what got me through it. Because when Sam
That
needed it,
did not go good at all.
What did you say to her?
Well, I asked her how she was, and I listened to her, just like the two of you told me to do.
No. You had to have said something else to her. It couldn't be that.
Well, I mean, I whispered, the lyrics to Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. I mean, what? It was the only sweet nothing I could think of in a hurry. Come on.
Well, you made her laugh. Laughter's good. Laughter's good. Cheer up. You're in like Flip. Maybe.
That's right. With women, you never know. That's my last bit of advice.
Walt's right.
It's all right.
The idea is...
So come on in and find a friend to help you on your way. Pull up a chair and find His care. We'll be here every day in His place. Ba-ba-da-da, His place, His place, His place.
All right, another great His Place program, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Hey, if you want to find out more about Lynn Childers or Sam Childers or Machine Gun Preacher, you can always go to hisplace.tv, and we've got a link there to connect up with you. Or if you want to find out more about Clark Slater, hey, we're glad to have him back with us. Wonderful to have him. You can go to hisplace.tv as well. On the next His Place, Stink Bug is here. Well, we've got stink bugs all over Western Pennsylvania, but they're a band, and they're going to be here also. Chris Cook from Pulse is going to be here, so tune in next time for His Place.